Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live stream. Happy Saturday. You are watching Movie Couple Live. This is the show where we talk about the latest in pop culture and movie news. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And hey, did I say happy Saturday already?
Happy
Well,
Saturday,
happy Saturday.
everybody.
Happy Catterday if you have a cat. Why don't they ever make it happy? I guess dog doesn't work.
No, well, I guess a dog day. They have like that dog day
I
afternoon kind
know,
of a
but
thing.
Catter Day is like a specific, like every Saturday could be a Catter Day, but I want to dedicate a weekday to the dogs as well.
I think we should do that. A Navi day.
A Navi, oh, happy Navi Day. That's every day. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, hello and welcome. We're so excited to chit chat about this. We got some fun stuff coming up in today's show. And so this is what we'll be talking about today. We're talking about WandaVision, confirmed to debut in January 2021 and not December. As well as they will be getting their own Disney Plus gallery behind the scene episodes.
Yep, Jon M Chu is also going to be tapped to direct the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie.
And according to Twitter, and posted by himself, well, I guess someone else reposted, but Sylvester Stallone on Twitter saying that he is involved in Suicide Squad 2. All this and more coming up. And as we get started normally, and hello to all the movie bunch that are watching. Hi, everybody. If you're here early, we appreciate you. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Really helps us out. And then kind of giving you guys a rundown of what's kind of new on a channel. Okay, it took forever. It took me basically half the day to do the edit, but our reaction / spoiler review for episode 3 of The Mandalorian is officially up.
Woo!
I think it went up at
It took so much blood, sweat, and tears.
There was a lot of sweat and some tears. There's no blood involved, thankfully, but there was blood, maybe some cussing, and tears, a little bit of frustration. But it's up. Go ahead and give it a watch. And again, it is filled with spoilers. So if you haven't watched the episode, don't watch our video. Watch it later on. We also have we put up a second channel, and one of the movie bunch on, I think it was on Twitter, maybe it was here on the live chat. But somebody said, hey, you guys should do the foodie couple.
And I was like, that is awesome. And then Wendy's like, making it done.
Yeah, so there is a second channel. It's in the link in our like about section on our YouTube channel. So if you go to about, there's kind of towards the bottom, there's links. It'll say second channel. There's only one video up, which is the same video that we put up for the Trader Joe's. Yeah. Moving forward, there will be other slightly more in-depth food related video on that channel. So go ahead and check that out if you will. Let's see what else. What else is, oh, that's the wrong slide. What else? New on second channel. Oh yeah. Okay. So since we'll be talking about, one of our topics today is Jon M Chu directing or possibly directing the live action Lilo and Stitch, I thought that this kind of married together quite well. On Twitter, there was an account that was asking, she lists 4 Disney soundtracks and she says one has to go. And the first one, and this, we pose this question to all of you guys, whether you're watching right now live or later on, put your answer in the chat. And she did several, but this was just one of the first ones I saw. One must go. Okay, so you have to keep one. Just save only one. Sorry, no, one has to go.
One is saved, or is
one is killed. The other 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I thought it was
actually,
out of the.
Let me just double check on her Twitter, and we have a Chris's choice as
Woo,
well.
Chris's choice.
Chris's choice. Hey, Chris. Okay, let me just go to Twitter real quick, and I'm gonna look up the account.
I'm trying to. For some reason, the live chat on my phone isn't coming up either. So,
really?
You know what? My phone has been terrible with doing the live chat. It's able to stream it, but that's pretty much it. And then I'm like, well, okay, well, that's it, I guess.
Phone's getting old, guys.
Yep.
Phone's getting old. Okay.
It happens.
Okay, the accurate tweet is one soundtrack has to go. So out of the 4, which one has to go? Your choices are Aladdin, Lilo and Stitch, Mulan, and Hercules.
I am surprised that Aladdin is actually technically on this chart number 3 to get picked off.
I know. So the poll on Twitter has already well, I think you can still vote, but I voted. So and the one that I voted to let go, it was really hard for me to pick because I do like the music, but
yeah,
compared to the rest of them, I couldn't pick any of the other ones. So I picked Lilo and Stitch to go. And right now the percentage as it stands, and there's still 9 hours left on this like poll, so you guys can go ahead and vote if you want to. Let me actually put this in the chat, so if you guys want to go vote, you can.
It's a fun little thing to do.
It's a fun little thing to do. Okay, so the oh gosh. Okay. Right now Lilo and Stitch is at 44.9%. Then next is Hercules, 23.4%. Then Aladdin, 21.1%, and then Mulan, 10.6%.
So for this, you want the
you want
the lower number.
You want
lower
the
number
lower
means
number.
higher. More,
so a
more
lot
likely.
of people is liking the Mulan soundtrack. A lot of people is liking the, I'm
surprised that Hercules
is as
beat
high as
out
it is.
Aladdin. I mean, you've got A Whole New World, you've got A Friend Like Me, you got One Jump.
Well, Hercules is higher number than Aladdin, so technically more people want Aladdin to stay than go than Hercules.
That's right.
You gotta
flip those flip-flops around.
Yeah, but I mean, like Hercules has really good soundtracks. Zero to Hero, The Gospel Truth. I sing it around the house all the time. Like all the time.
But honestly, I think out of all of them, yeah, Lilo and my personal pick would be like, okay, kick Lilo and Stitch because it's not a musical, so they have a good soundtrack track. But yeah, the Hawaiian roller coaster ride is a great song,
right?
But that's one great song out of the entire soundtrack.
Yes.
So I'm kind of like, I guess, yeah, that's the one that I would feel okay with getting the boot.
Yes. Oh, Kip says Hercules has to go.
Hey, you know what? I mean, some people just don't have that kind of connection to her. I actually don't have
that's true.
big of a connection to Hercules.
Yeah.
Even though I have to admit, there are some songs in there I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's an awesome song.
Yes.
But when I think of certain musicals, like, the great Disney musicals, usually Hercules isn't one of the first ones that comes to mind. Oh, is that different for you?
I mean, I love all the Hercules songs. I really do.
They are
like,
good.
Don't you know if you feel down, you want to open your window and sing, I can find my way. I can go the distance. Like, you don't do that?
No.
Or like if you're like running, if you're outside, like you're running.
You need
da,
like that.
Da, 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 and then Zero to Hero start playing your head.
I actually have never had that happen to me.
Oh, it's a good running track if you're doing a fast-paced sprint.
That do pop in, but I think I would get Aladdin and songs from Mulan a little bit more stuck in my head.
Yes, I think those are those, especially for like you and I grew up during the Renaissance of Disney. So I think those kind of. Well, I don't know if Mulan is in that Disney Renaissance category. Aladdin certainly is, but Mulan came a little bit later, so I don't know if it counts. But it hurt to vote any of the soundtracks off the island.
Yeah, true.
I'm glad she didn't put the Little Mermaid in there, but it wouldn't be kicked.
And same thing off. Like if they would have put like, what is it called, Beauty and the Beast. Seeing how Beauty and the Beast actually like won an Oscar kind of a thing. Man. I think that would also have been pretty low on the list.
Yeah.
I think this was a little bit because Lilo and Stitch is actually the only non-musical in there.
Yeah, that's
all
true.
The other ones are actually musicals.
Elvis songs. A lot of Elvis songs in there. Very true. Yeah. Oh man, I want to go ahead and see what some of the other guys are saying about the soundtracks. Sorry. I gotta scroll down. And I know we have a Chris's choice, so we're gonna get to that next. Talking about Mondo.
Yeah, definitely. Starjuice put in Aladdin is safe.
Yeah, people are voting Lilo and Stitch. A couple of people for Hercules, but mostly Lilo and Stitch.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get to Chris's choice today. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
For Chris's choice today, assuming, of course, they were real. If you could own any iconic car, which one would it be? For me, it would be the DeLorean.
The DeLorean is definitely probably top picks because that really does fall under a cool looking car that does something really cool. So let's say the DeLorean would definitely be my first choice.
Okay, I would pick something different then.
Oh, you would?
I would.
Oh, even with the DeLorean in the mix?
I mean, the DeLorean doesn't definitely. I think time traveling features isn't really on any of the other cars that I'm thinking of, but I do love Kip from. Is it just called Kip from Knight Rider.
Oh, Kit.
Kit, sorry.
Having having a
I don't know why I said Kip.
Artificial
Because one of our
intelligence.
commenters, his name is Kip, so I read it as I said it.
Honestly, though,
Kit.
that's actually a name that came to mind with me too. I was like, what other cool cars would it be cheating if I said that I own a Transformer that was a car?
You could have the Bumblebee car.
So like if I had Bumblebee, so he could go from car shape into Transformer shape, and and
I mean, you'd never be late. You'd just be like,
and he can just,
and then he'll just run. That's pretty cool.
To have a what is called a Transformer on your side, that sounds pretty cool.
They technically transform into a car or other car.
So that means vehicles. You could have any car you wanted, or that you could have any kind of vehicle you wanted. So it makes sense. Yeah, Transformer.
The chat is saying Batmobile. I'm seeing
the Batmobile is a good one.
The Ghostbuster vehicle Ecto-1.
Does it come with the Ecto cannons? Like,
I mean, it's your pick.
So if it comes with all the photon packs?
Whichever one you want, right? Let's see. Kit.
There's
the car from Upgrade. I don't remember the car from Upgrade.
Oh, it was like
I don't remember
an artificial intelligence car, though, right?
Yeah, but I don't remember like the special features.
I mean, there's just so many throughout all of cinematic history that are so cool.
I know.
But you're trying to like, okay, now which ones are the best? And which one? I can only have one. But yeah, the Batmobile is really good. Yeah. Having Ecto-1.
Because there's so many variations
really good
too.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it came with all the photon packs in the back and all of the ghost traps. I think that would be really cool.
MK Sunbird coming in hot saying the Tron light cycle.
Oh, that's one of them.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
If you're also, what's really cool, if like the Ninja Turtle van that they had, because it was able to throw the
in a zombie apocalypse. Sure.
Heck, there's a whole bunch of zombie apocalypse cars that are pretty badass.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh.
Something that could also transform and fly would be really cool. A flying car.
That'd be cool. That'd be kind of like in the same vein as Transformer. And I also saw someone write Herbie.
Oh yeah.
Herbie, the original one. And then the Jetsons flying car.
Oh yeah, that's cool
too. The Jetsons flying car. That'd be cool. Yeah. Lots of great choices, you guys. Thank you so much, Chris, for your Chris's choice. Always a good one. And I'm happy we didn't have to kind of, usually Chris's choice is like this is a mild one as compared to some of the other ones where I was like, sometimes I can't answer.
Sometimes you feel there's something you're like, no, I can't lose this one thing. I
can't do it.
How am I supposed to choose between these?
Oh, but yeah, it's a great question. Thank you so much, Chris. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into our news flash segment. So let's talk about Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah,
confirming himself that he is involved. We don't know in what capacity, but Suicide Squad in the video. On Twitter, it's saying that he's like, hey, it's Saturday and I'm going to work with James Gunn to be do a little work on Suicide Squad 2. So we don't even technically know in what capacity. And I also like on a big SAG project shooting on a Saturday. That's pretty usually they do Monday through Friday only because it's like union contracts and stuff like that. But maybe that's the only day he was available. We don't know, and COVID restrictions and whatnot. But I wonder. It sounds like a cameo, obviously.
Oh yeah, especially if he's only there for one day.
If it's just a one day
but this is also for Suicide Squad 2, though, right?
Right.
So
I mean, there's a lot of people. So
yeah.
Look, I don't care if he's in it for just like 5 minutes. I'm fine with it. I'm curious to see which character he's going to play.
I think it would be really. I would love to see him play some kind of villain, some kind of. He's actually like a bad guy.
Interesting. Debbie says, our movie bunch. Debbie says, I think Sly is voicing King Shark.
Oh,
I mean, he does have the voice.
He would.
He would have
definitely would. Or don't we already know who's voicing?
I don't think they revealed it. I don't think so.
Interesting.
But I mean,
that would be that would be a cool little surprise.
Yeah. Boy with Brushes says Sylvester as himself. I would also be okay with that. I would 100% be okay with that. Wow.
I would love it. This would actually be really funny if one of the Suicide Squad
Mhm.
comes across, or like the whole group comes across Sylvester Stallone, and one of the guys is just like a huge fan. And he's just this
He's like,
rough
put
and
me in,
tough
coach.
bad guy is just like, oh my God, you're Sylvester Stallone. I loved you in this movie, and I loved you. Oh my God, Rocky. And just seeing one of these hard, like criminal supervillains just completely geeking out over meeting Sylvester Stallone.
That would
like it would be awesome if King Shark actually goes crazy over Sylvester Stallone.
Can you sign this? And pulls out like one of those,
and he like pulls
protected and everything, like sign this thing right now. That would be really funny.
And he carries it with him wherever he goes.
Oh,
kind of.
cute.
It would be funny, yeah, because Polka Dot's able to pull out stuff, right? Or the Polka Dots.
I think the Polka Dots do it.
Yeah, it's like they're actually like.
I actually still don't know enough about Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not 100% sure.
Honestly, I love the name.
Any way that you can put him in, it's gonna be funny, I think. Yeah. So it's gonna be great to see him in there. It's gonna be great if he does some action. It's great if he's gonna be himself. So all around, this is
all around great news. Sounds like a lot of fun. And also in our news flash segment, we have, hey, look, a poster was finally released for Chaos Walking. Let's go ahead and put it up for you right now. It's going to come up right in the middle, so Dustin and I are going to have to scoot to the side a little bit. To the sides a little bit.
Like right here. There we go.
So Chaos Walking stars, as you can see, Tom. Oh, let me actually take the banner off so you guys can actually see Tom Holland. It had the Mike Wazowski effect right now where he was covered. So it stars Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland. And can you believe this movie? They shot this movie prior to filming for Tom Holland, prior to filming Spider-Man Far From Home, and prior to her filming Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, I believe.
That is crazy.
It was a long time ago.
That it's funny that, these things happen, in Hollywood. Yeah. Sometimes you film it all out and then something happens. There's a hiccup in the road. All of a sudden funding gets cut. And they're like, oh, no, now what are we have all of this footage. It's almost done. We can't finish it without more money. We now have to find a new backer. We now have to do
saying like a theory.
Yeah, we don't know. There's hundreds of different things that could happen. And
sometimes post-production just takes a while.
And sometimes we just end up finding out that, wow, this was filmed like 5 years ago.
What happened? But this movie is set in a dystopian world where a pathogen called noise has killed all women and allows all living beings to hear each other's thoughts. I would hate that. So, I guess I wouldn't be alive, but if the pathogen kills all women, but
except for Daisy Ridley.
But if I had somehow survived the pathogen by staying home or something, I don't know, somehow, being able to hear each other's thoughts.
This is always a superpower that sometimes people are like, oh yeah, I think that'd be great, but I don't want anyone reading my thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you only want to be able to hear other people's thoughts. You don't want other people to hear your thoughts.
Exactly.
Kind of a thing.
Exactly.
So, but this is the thing though, if everybody heard everybody's thoughts, that's an interesting theory. How much would, let's say if this really happened in real life and it was just this. This is an interesting concept on its own. What would humanity be like if technically there were no more secrets? If a politician went up and said something, we were actually able to hear what his thoughts actually are.
They don't even speak. They wouldn't even make appearances. They would just send out like press releases.
Yeah,
and on paper, and that's
you hear someone in court. You know what their thoughts are. So you would have to be the whole society would have to become incredibly controlled about what they think,
or be really, really good pathological liars, which I would also hate. That just sounds
where you would have to convince yourself that it's
that sounds exhausting. That's a hard no for me. Maybe I'll just let the pathogen take me.
But that adds just two whole different levels. Now you have this new ability that's completely changing society, and you have this deadly pathogen that has completely devastated 50% of the world's population, in a sense. And according to MK Songbird writing down in the chat, David, oh god, last name's I'm gonna have so much trouble saying. Yellow, sure. Cynthia Rivero, Erivo, sorry, Matt Mickelson and Nick Jonas are all part of Chaos Walking cast as well. Sounds like a great cast. And what do you think? What do you make of the poster? Because you were prior to the show, you were talking about the poster. Well, I mean, honestly, I can't even tell that it's them. I mean, I
if you turn your head sideways, I can see Daisy.
I can kind of see
Tom
Daisy.
Takes a second.
Yeah, honestly, when I first looked at him, I thought he was like a buff Elijah Wood. kind of a thing. Like if you made Elijah Wood more chiseled, he kind of has that look.
Oh,
and honestly, when I first looked at Daisy Ridley, I'm kind of like, is that like Angelina Jolie?
Amr says Daisy looks like Cara Delevingne a little bit. Yeah, it's the cheekbones. It's the way the color and everything. But it's interesting. We see the little kind of swiggle or whatever thing that's coming out of Tom's side of the face. Is that kind of like the thoughts coming out? A little bit,
maybe that's what it is. Yeah, but honestly, this doesn't tell you much about the post. It's just it's a face poster. Unfortunately, you have some trees. You have I'm assuming what looks like the Earth and the Moon or something, and that's it.
I mean, it's a dystopian world, so sure, there's multiple moons.
No, very, very true. But honestly, this poster doesn't really do anything for me. I'm not like looking at that poster and going, oh, I'm intrigued, kind of a thing. No, I'm just kind of looking at it going, okay, tell me a little bit about this movie before I go spend my money on it.
Yeah. I mean, I like the tagline, the premise of it. I like the cast. I've been dying to see Daisy do some, and I know she was already in not Death on the Nile, but Murder on the Orient Express. But I've been dying for her to do something else other than Star Wars. And finally, now that the trilogy is over, we can see her in different characters other than just Rey.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be really, really nice for me to see. Let's see what the chat are saying about Chaos Walking. Movie fan. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I read the first book. The second one's even better, and I think it'll be a surprising movie. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, great. Add that to my ever-growing list
of books we need to read.
Oh gosh, I'm not even done with Lovecraft Country yet. I'm almost there. I think I have 4 hours left.
I used to actually be able to get a lot of read a lot of books because I used to do a ton of driving for work. So I would always have books on in the background, and I was able to get through like the entire Wheel of Time series in less than a year to go through all of the books. And that's like what, 50 hours a book. But now since I'm not driving anymore, I'm not listening to as many books. And I kind of miss that. I kind of miss being able to be like someone going, oh, you got to read this book, and being like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because now that you mentioned it, I'm like, oh, that sounds like a really cool book.
It sounds like it's sci-fi. It's right up our alley. Sounds like something I need to download ASAP after I download all the other ones that's on my list. All right, guys, moving on. In Newsflash, we also have Matthew Morrison from Glee to play the Grinch in the live performance. So let me go ahead and I pulled a little Grinch graphic. Little Grinchy. Oh, did I not put it in? Oh, wait, here it is. Now, this is not them, I don't think. I think this is just from the musical. I do not believe. Okay. I do not believe this is the actual.
Yeah, that looks like the stage version.
Right. But I thought it was fitting because it is a musical. But this is going to air on NBC on December 9th. It's going to be a 2-hour production, and they've done a lot of these like live sort of stage play. We saw one for Peter Pan.
Yeah.
We saw one for Grease. We saw one for. Did we see one for West Side Story? I don't think we did. But yeah, something like that. And this is staged at the Troubadour Theater in London. And I'm very curious to see how Matthew Morrison will do as the Grinch. We know that, he has all the musical capability, as we saw in Glee. So it's just now to bring this character to life because it's the Grinch. He's sort of larger than life, very energetic performances, as we saw in Jim Carrey's portrayal of in the movie The Grinch. So this will be interesting, and I definitely want to tune in because I've got this kind of hits a little close to home because I used to perform as a Who. I should have included a picture of myself as a Who so you could see.
Oh, that would have been so
I think
cute.
It's on my Instagram.
If you look up on Wendy's Instagram, there's so many pictures of her doing Grinchmas, and she is so cute and on stilts.
With my little Who knows. If you have to go all the way back to like 2014 though, or 2013 maybe, because that's how long it was. I think 2014 was my last year.
Yeah. It's been a while. Yeah. It's back in our theme park performing days.
Yeah, it was the most fun I ever had working at a theme park.
And I love that they do this every now and again. They bring it kind of gives like a little bit more like, oh yeah, that's right, it's the live theater. I loved it when they did it for Hamilton.
Yeah,
when they actually spend time recording
but they filmed
it
right. It was like a coordinated, and they shot it. It was made to
yeah
be a movie where this is live, which means things can go wrong. People need to improv. Lines are dropped.
I'm sorry, every time I
It's
think
the
about
best.
a live stage
You
performance,
think of Peter Pan,
I
don't you?
always think of Peter Pan has a mom. Wow.
Oh man, who can forget? Who can forget? I got a good chuckle out of it. Next up, and the final topic in Newsflash, we're talking about Darkwing Duck series coming to Disney Plus. So this is going to be a reboot.
Darkwing Duck.
And reported by Variety. I can't talk today, you guys. I don't know what's going on with my brain. But currently, there's no writer attached for the project, but sources say that it's going to be executive produced by Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, and that sounds really, really, really exciting. And who doesn't love Darkwing Duck? I used to call it the Duck Show.
Because that was back before you even
I wasn't fluent in English, but I loved the animation. I didn't really have an idea of like what they were saying, but I liked it, and I called it the Duck Show.
I still think you and I should go back through some of those episodes, and you're like, I remember this happening, but I had no idea this is what they were saying.
That's true. That's true. See some of the jokes
see some of the jokes that you missed.
All the jokes that I missed.
I remember watching Darkwing Duck back when I was a kid, and I liked it. I enjoyed Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Darkwing
Duck.
And
get a new theme song.
Oh yeah. And honestly, I even watched a little bit of the new DuckTales.
DuckTales. Oh.
And I thought that was cute.
Fun. Yeah, it's very cute. I totally hate that we missed the installation where you could actually dive into the vaults, like into all the coins. I wanted to do it so bad, and I never got to do it. And hey, welcome back to Toy Story.
Hey, how's it going,
Thank you so much for your super chat. He writes, "Hey y'all, sorry I'm late. No worries. I just finished recording a commentary track for my podcast of Grease 2, only the best movie musical." Whoa! Put your if your podcast is up somewhere, put the link in the chat so people can click on it and check it out if it's up. Otherwise, you can post it to our Discord if you're a part of our Discord.
Oh yeah.
Which reminds me, I forget to do this every single time.
Actually, you do a pretty good job on putting it up.
I try, but this is our Discord. If you would like to join our Movie Bunch community, where we talk literally everything and anything under the sun, and adding new channels. When our Movie Bunch asked about it, like we just added a food one, we added a music one for discussion. Lots of fun. So thank you so much for Toy Story.
Thank you so much, dude.
Ooh, a commentary track for interesting.
That would be fun to do, just some commentary tracks and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Amazing, amazing, amazing. A lot of highs from Walter.
Hi, Walter.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. Okay, moving on to our main topic today. So, WandaVision is now going to debut in January of 2021. Oops. Sorry, you guys. There we go. All right. So, we thought that the series was going to debut this year because it was originally teased as quote unquote coming later in 2020, but now Disney Plus and Marvel Studios revealed that the show would not debut until January 15th 2021, which is a little bit of a bummer if you ask me. I was actually looking forward to have a little bit of, like just another thing to look forward to in 2020, because this has been such a dumpster fire of a year.
Yep.
But
it sure has.
January isn't really that far away, so Navi, what is it?
She just wants to be on the live stream. She just wants to be on the live stream and go, "Hi everybody."
She's washed out. She's got one eyeball.
There we go. Our little Muppet. Okay, come here, little Muppet. There we go.
She looks like she has no neck. We put a little sweater on her because Navi's been having some tummy issues, and we took her to the vet, and they're saying that the weather, sometimes it goes from hot to cold very quickly. Puts a lot of stress on dogs' systems, and so she's on some treatment to help her feel better. I put a little sweater on her because the apartment tends to get a little cold. So
there we go.
But now it makes her look like she has no neck.
There we go. Now it's a little bit more comfortable on her.
There, Navi.
There we go. So Yeah, we've been trying to keep her a little bit more warm. She's had some medical issues this year, but
Yeah.
2020.
2020.
But honestly, I can understand why they'd be pushing it back to
No.
2021. I mean, their whole schedule, all the entire Marvel cinematic universe has kind of had the halt. We are stopping.
Stop. Do not pass go and do not collect your $200.
Nope, even though that's not a rule.
I
That's
know. I know.
I have not played Monopoly in a really long time.
That's not a game that I'm just like, hey, do you want to play Monopoly? It's because it's so long and there's math and property and all that involved.
Yeah.
Two Toy Story, welcome to our Discord.
Woo!
We're so happy to have you. But yeah, if it was going to debut in, let's just say like December or something like that, and pushing it to January 15th really doesn't cause to me that much of a delay. What is she doing?
I don't know. She just wants to put her head down.
What are you doing, Navi? You want to go back down to the floor?
Okay, fine. I'll put you down.
You wanted to be up here.
You're the one that were like, give me loves. So, but yeah, I mean, with everything getting pushed.
And she's back. She's back. Dustin's just gonna have to pet her through the remainder.
I'll just pet her.
Yeah.
There we go. So, I mean, with everything getting pushed back, I'm sure there's going to be some continuity between Black Widow and between WandaVision, because it was supposed to be Black Widow, WandaVision. Oh no, Black Widow, Black Widow.
It sounds like you're saying Black Window.
I know, Black Widow.
Yeah.
Because there's also the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right, and WandaVision, Loki. All of those just got like
pushed back. But it just, the show looks so good. I can't wait for them to take us through the different TV sitcoms like the 50s, 60s, 70s, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Every single time I see another new photo or screenshot, I just get so excited, and I literally have just no idea what the show is going to bring us. And I think we're all in for a treat. And it's a good sign when they're going to do a gallery episode or a few gallery episodes for WandaVision, because look how that turned out for The Mandalorian. I feel like that's kind of like a vote of confidence from the people at Disney, saying like, we love the show so much, we're so proud of it, we're going to show you all the hard work that went into it.
And this also makes me think, I'm curious on if there's some groundbreaking new kind of technology, kind of like the volume that they used on WandaVision.
Oh, I'm sorry, Navi.
For some reason, my mouth, I can't enunciate my words today. The way that the Mandalorian used the volume, there's going to be something like that with WandaVision, that they
shot it in the volume. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
That would be cool.
I think it's a practical set.
And I think that would be really cool if it was shot in the volume. Yeah. Honestly, it would make a lot of sense for them to start doing more and more productions that way. It's an easy set. It's not an easy setup, but I'm saying like it's something where you can control all of the aspects of the shot.
Yeah.
Where you can control 100% the lighting, 100% the time of day. You can move everything in and out. You don't have to worry about weather. And I'm so curious on if they have something new like that in the production of WandaVision. I'm excited to hear about what they did. It shows, that they're excited to tell us something that we don't know.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. And a few speculations from you guys too. Debbie says to MK Songbird, do you think Wanda turns out to be the villain of Doctor Strange? She poses the question to us as well. That would be interesting.
That would actually be a good twist. And because honestly, that would make a lot of sense.
After her dealing with losing vision.
Yeah.
Like, that's a hard blow for her, and she, like, as we know, Scarlet Witch completely, like, just loses
I'm wondering, too, it could happen that there is an appearance of Doctor Strange in WandaVision, like maybe near the last episode, and he's actually the one that's pulling her out. And then Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness is him, like something happens and it's their journey on trying to bring Wanda out of her multiverse of madness, because that's pretty much what WandaVision is. Wanda has pretty much gone insane and created all of these alternate realities that are based off of the happy family, or based off of,
she's not going to be able to have that. That's all
she's
she wanted,
no longer going to have that. And really I know in the comic books there was even something more, because she was able to like reimagine a world to where she was actually able to have a child with Vision. And
that would be one powerful baby.
That would be, yes.
Or on the flip side, zero power.
Zero powers. It's just like a little android bloop, that plops out.
That's weird.
But it would be cute and adorable.
Yeah, it would be cute. It would be cute and adorable. I can't wait to see the show. January 15th isn't really that far away, and right now we have the Mandalorian to hold us over, which is going. It's so good, you guys. Can't even talk about it because just in case you guys haven't seen it, because it just came out yesterday, and there's just some major moments in this one, so we won't talk about it, but you can watch our spoiler review and reaction that's up on the channel right now, if you'd like. And also for our final story, our final topic of today, we are talking about Jon M Chu. That's right, the Crazy Rich Asian director has been tapped and is in negotiations to direct the Disney live action movie Lilo and Stitch. And it was the Hollywood Reporter who has learned this, and they say that Disney has yet to announce if the movie will be released in theaters or if it'll be released on Disney Plus. And they also have not set a screenwriter or any cast members. So director first, and then everything once they secure that, probably everything else will start to slowly fall in place. But I don't doubt that they have, their list of people that they want to voice voice Stitch and to play. Who was it? Wasn't the director of Lilo and Stitch, the animation, voiced Stitch?
Honestly, now that you mention it, I do believe, I'm not 100% sure, but that does sound like something that it is, that you are correct, that he did do the voice, because I remember seeing an interview with the guy who did the voice, and I think
Chris Sanders. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the director.
He is the director and the writer. So it makes, I'm really going to be curious on who they're going to get to do the voice, because now there's so many people
who can do it.
Well, yeah, there are some. I mean, they've redone Stitch's voice in so many different animations, animated shows. I mean, heck, if you go to Disneyland Tokyo, there are Stitches everywhere.
Stitch. I have so much Stitch merchandise, you guys. So much. Every time I see a new Stitch, I'm like, oh, I need it.
And honestly, I wouldn't mind a live action version of Stitch.
Yeah?
Honestly, I remember there were things that I loved about Lilo and Stitch, and it is the relationship between Lilo and Stitch. But
Sonic does not look like Sonic version 1. I like how he clarified it. Version 1, because there are two versions. Second version is definitely better, but yeah, agree with you there.
Oh yeah,
agree with you there.
Oh god, I hope they pull it off.
If they went the route of Detective Pikachu,
yes,
and think of how the technology has advanced even more, and using what Jon Favreau have used in The Lion King and the Jungle Book, like there's a lot of technology for them to tap into, for not just Stitch, who is going to have, I assume, because he kind of disguises himself as a dog. What dog do you know that is blue? I don't know, but disguises himself as a dog, so he would have dog like fur, a little fluff. But then there's the other aliens that we have that are going to have a little bit shinier exterior, and like are they going to bring again, they have a lot of at their disposal, right, because it's Disney. Are they going to do some practical puppeteering for the aliens? And that's what I'm hoping as well.
That is what I was hoping, is that the way that they'll film it is kind of like how they did BB-8, to where they have the full emotional puppet that they're able to move. True, they do a lot of CGI still, but having that puppet there, something for the actors to interact with and talk to while they're doing their lines and while they're on
instead of just looking at a tennis ball.
Like Stitch is right here, follow the tennis ball kind of a thing.
You want like a reaction. Maybe they could just, instead of a tennis ball, and they could put, because there's so, like we said, there's so many Stitch merchandise, right? Just take a Stitch from the park and just put it on a stick and just react to it, because then you can get the approximate height, and I hope when they do this, and I know they will, because Jon M Chu, we know that he is also directing In the Heights.
Yes.
And if you saw the trailer for that, and obviously you may have already seen Crazy Rich Asians, he understands visual, he understands color and everything, and the movie's very vibrant. It's set in Hawaii. There's a lot of hula dancing. There's a lot of like, and they even kind of like compared what it's like, the tourism part of it, and how the locals live and things like that. So I want them to really pay tribute to both of those aspects of like the tourism, like our version of Hawaii versus like what the locals know of Hawaii. And I want to hear the language. I would hope that they put some of the songs in there and not take that out, because I think that's important if they're going to, place the film in Hawaii, and hopefully they can play some Elvis music.
Yeah, very true. And honestly, I think the way that Lilo and Stitch is, the fact that it's not like one of those musicals, I think it's going to be a lot easier to kind of take this and play with it.
Yeah.
And have a little bit more fun and be like, okay, what worked in the storyline of Lilo and Stitch and what kind of didn't? How can we make it maybe a little bit more, I don't know. I'm excited to see what they're able to bring to this new adaptation. So, whereas some of the other live action movies, as you look back,
we need to audition. Fly me to Hawaii.
Yeah. Honestly, I would, and they've got to shoot in Hawaii. That's like
paid vacation. Paid vacation. If we can just get through the audition process, get through the screening process.
And I'll be in your luggage.
It's a big luggage.
It's a big luggage. And I'll bring Navi with me, and we'll just be like,
cute.
We'll just be in like a box, kind of like in George of the Jungle.
My God,
mailed back to the jungle.
That would be great. So our question to you guys, since this is the final topic of today's live stream, is how do you see Lilo and Stitch play out in live action? Would you want to see more CGI? Would you want to see a blend of CGI and puppeteering, like practical creatures? I use that lightly because I like the way the aliens are. Like they're very thin, like skinnier than any creature actor could maybe even do. Like her neck was like thin, like a giraffe.
I would love to see more. I would love to see more puppeteering involved.
Agreed.
Kind of like maybe just the amount that they do, maybe on Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Something like that.
They even have what's that really outrageous talk show, the Ned from Outer Space or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Things like that Earth to Ned that they can implement now. So I would really love to see them, like, if it gets greenlit and it moves forward.
That'd be funny if they had a special guest appearance of Earth to Ned with Stitch promoting his new movie.
They can like the aliens are flipping through and then they flip through Earth to Ned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. It'd be funny if they're flipping through because they get the Earth channels too.
Yep.
And then they're like James Corden, Jimmy Fallon, what's another late night show host?
Seth Meyers.
Seth Meyers. Earth to Ned. That would be really, really cool. Movie fan in the chat is saying Mantis has been added to Thor, Love and Thunder. I feel like
I like that.
I'm not really surprised if any of the Guardians show up in Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like Thor kind of set the roadmap of like, the Asgardians of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Sort of a deal. And they're all kind of in space. So it makes sense. But I do love Mantis. And I think that I just love seeing her. She's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go to the chat as a final bit before we take our leave. Jack says, I'd love to see, like Debbie said, Stitch as puppet, similar to Baby Yoda, and some CGI for the alien. And True Choice Story also says, puppets and CGI mix. Yes, absolutely. Oh, I need Terry Crews as Bubbles. Or The Rock.
I think that, or
The Rock. Either one. They
honestly,
both can pull it off.
The Rock would be good.
Terry Crews.
But I think Terry Crews would kind of fit that persona a little bit better.
That'd be so funny.
So
all I can see is the glasses and how the lens like popped off. Did one of them pop off or something like that? What does your knuckles say? He had the knuckle tattoos. Isn't that what Lilo said? And it said Bubbles, didn't it? It's been a really long time since we've seen that movie.
Yeah, it
sounds like it's time to pop it back in.
Mm-hmm. Super cute.
Yeah, exactly.
And also it's really cool because you can still do like the actor in the green suit or the actor in the mocap suit with, because that's what they did for Thanos. They had the whole and Thanos' head is way up here, guys. So make sure that you don't talk to Josh Brolin.
That's so hard because as actors, you want to connect and you want to, it's about reacting, right? So
that eye line,
and it's how can you react to just cardboard cutout? But and so it's you have to really I think train yourself to, remember look and just be frightened and things like that. I see Noah pop something into the chat saying he found some news about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. The script is done, so now they can start getting casting ready to start production. Are they going to add new characters, or are they just going to bring back the existing characters?
Well, they have to. I mean, normally on any type of new movie, there's always new characters that you introduce.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious on seeing, what characters they do bring in.
Yeah.
Maybe Thor will make an appearance in that movie.
That'd be great. I mean, Thor, Drax.
Beta Ray Bill. I think that would be awesome. Have Beta Ray Bill either in Guardians of the Galaxy, or honestly, I guess he's probably more in Thunder, Love and Thunder.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Thor. He's probably going to make an appearance in that one, but having him appear in Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor's there, maybe Thor goes off and helps Beta Ray Bill while the Guardians do something else.
Right. Well, honestly, I can't really talk about the news because I haven't read anything on it yet. So once I actually do a bit of research, based on the source and whatnot, then hopefully we can talk about it a little bit more. I'm happy to discuss this in our Discord community as well, which is our movie bunch are always dropping news tidbits all the time, which is so much fun. So thank you guys all for hanging out and joining us today at a little bit slightly shorter of a stream. We apologize. We are going to try to do a 1-2 punch. So what we're going to do is we're going to end here. We're going to walk Navi, feed ourselves some lunch, and then we're going to hop onto our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/the movie couple, and we're going to do a little playthrough, a continuous playthrough of Luigi's Mansion 3. Mario. Does he say that? Oh, he does. Mario. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was such a fun time chatting with you. We will be back on Wednesday with another live stream and hope to catch some of you on our Twitch stream, which will probably go in probably closer to 4, I think. Give us an hour to do
a good way.
Lunge and walk Navi and things like that. So you guys, that's it. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, Dark Saber the Collector. Oh, I like that name. Breaking news. M. Night Shyamalan's next film is almost done filming. I'm just going to look it up real quick and see what...
Oh yeah, did we see a
That was for his Apple TV.
Oh,
that's Servant.
Oh, okay.
M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I don't know. M. Night Shyamalan still hasn't quite won me back. I mean, every director, actor, any kind of performing artist or any kind of artist has the right to make huge mistakes and then come back. I wasn't too impressed with the way Glass ended.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm in the rare, like in the minority of like not minding how Glass was at all. But I know most people, I believe, didn't love how it ended.
Yeah,
I thought it was fine.
So see. I mean, I'm not against him doing it. I still kind of have that. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan.
Right.
Okay, this is going to be a coin flip to see whether or not it's. I mean, I don't even know what
finding anything honestly.
Oh, on like what he has, like his newest.
Nothing's popping up for me. All right, well, further research and we will talk about it on Discord. So you guys, thank you. It's filming in the. Oh, it's called Old.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna look into it.
We'll look into it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you hopefully on Twitch in just a little bit. Have a great rest of Saturday, you guys. Bye.
Bye.